Next we will see the reactivity towards oxygen, how they react with oxygen. Generally, like hydrogen directly reacts with halogen, here that is not happening. Oxygen does not react with halogen directly, indirectly we get actually oxides here. Now we will take how halogens will give different products here. When you compare with fluorine, fluorine will form two types of fluorides. Remember one thing, important thing, you can't call this one as oxide, you have to call this one as what? Fluorides. What is the reason, they ask? Why O2F2, OF2 is called fluorides instead of oxides? You have to make this one as assignment question. Why O2F2 and OF2 called as fluorides instead of oxides? Because fluorine is more electronegative. Very simple answer, fluorine is what? More electronegative. Remember, in examination all are what? One sentence answers. So one sentence is what here? Fluorine is having more electronegative than the oxygen, therefore they are called what? Fluorides, but not oxides. That is very important. Next, both O2F2 and OF2, oxygen fluoride, oxygen difluoride, both are used as a fluorinating agents, which will give fluorines. A metal will convert into fluorides. See, plutonium is generally an impurity in the nuclear fuel. We have to remove that plutonium from the nuclear fuel. How to remove this one? Very simple, pass some OF2, isn't it? When you pass some O2F2, sorry, not OF2, O2F2, which will oxidizes the plutonium into plutonium hexafluoride, PuF6. Plutonium will convert into plutonium F6, that can be easily removed from the nuclear fuels here. In this way we can remove the plutonium. It is also very important which fluoride is used in the removing of plutonium. O2F2 is used, which will oxidizes the plutonium into plutonium hexafluoride. And compared to these two, which is more stable? OF2 is thermodynamically more stable when you compare with what? O2F2. Next, stability of remaining halogens. If you see, oxides of iodine are more stable when you compare with these two here. Why? Because iodine and oxygen, they are having what? More polarizing power. The bond is what? More polarized between oxygen and iodine, isn't it? Between these two, large electronegativity difference is there. The bond is get polarized more and more here. Therefore, they are getting what? More stability. And next what happened? Chlorine and oxygen, they can form d pi p pi bond. Here oxygen will form p pi bond and chlorine will form d pi bond. This d pi p pi I have explained how they form in the oxy acids of halogens here. But here these are stabilized because of d pi p pi bonds. What about the bromine? Bromine neither can't polarizing power nor it can form d pi p pi bond. Therefore, they are what? Highly unstable. Next, what type of oxides are getting with chlorine here? Chlorine can form Cl2, ClO2, Cl2O6 and Cl2O7. Out of which ClO2, this one, ClO2 is a bleaching agent which removes the color. Next, bromine can exist in Br2O, BrO2, BrO3, and in this what happened? All these are highly unstable. They exist at low temperature only. When you heat, what happened? They will undergo chemical reactions. They will convert into bromine and oxygens here. So they exist at low temperature, and but they are what? Powerful oxidizing agent. They provide easily oxygens, nascent oxygens easily provided by them. That is the reason they are called oxidizing agents. Next, coming to what? Iodine, I2O4, I2O5 and I2O7. In this I2O5 is best oxidizing agent which is used in the estimation of carbon monoxide here. So, which is very important, which oxide is used, isn't it, to estimate the carbon monoxide? Very simple question. This will be very important question, isn't it, to estimate carbon monoxide in the quantitative analysis or qualitative analysis. To estimate quantitative analysis, generally we estimate the carbon monoxide, no? So, in the estimation of carbon monoxide, we are using I2O5, isn't it, as the oxidizing agent. So, What is the stability if you want to get here? As oxidation state increases, stability also increases. So, this is about the oxides of halogens.